Hi, friends, and welcome back to playing tribute to the Great Ace Attorney Adventures, where we have the Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro, the fourth episode of the game, and we are investigating. And I was looking at the background here. I guess maybe this is his lodgings, because that's where we're supposed to meet. I don't know. No. Okay, I thought so. This looked like something else to me that I remembered. This is not his lodgings. This is something else that's going to happen in the future. So I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to jump right back in because I just saved it. So let's do it and get out of that scene that you guys don't need to know about yet. Yeah, so we're going to investigate, and we're also going to find Herlock. Looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation. Perfect, so let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible. Yes, and let's see if he'll take a break from his chips to look at the silver tip Iris gave us for him. Hey, buddy. Sup? Oh, okay. I guess I'm just presenting that. Got something for you. Oh. Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem. Iris Wilson. Heart. Inspector Gregson, do you have a moment? I'm sorry to say I don't. I'm a very busy man. Much too busy to talk to a pair of foreign gadabouts. That's for sure. We have these for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson. What? For me? From her ladyship? Her ladyship? Give that here at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Ah, don't wait for me to give it to you, will you? What was that coin exactly? It's a silver crown, obviously, but it's a lot more than that. It's, well, it's an appearance fee, that's what it is. An appearance fee? Oh, I see. You mean... That's right, for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Her ladyship always offers me a little financial reward for featuring me every time. Yes, of course. I know all about your exploits, Inspector. I read it avidly. Of course, her using my name without my say-so does make me the butt of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still. I am sorry, Inspector. That must be difficult for you. Never you mind that. So, what do you want to know then, huh? Sorry? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem, it says. Well, obviously it's not a problem. Go and fire away. What do you want to know? Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector, we'd very much like to know the address of Mr. Natsume's lodgings. Ah, the little knife-wielding mustache Japanese fella. He lives in a right old hovel. Just over there. Look. On the first floor of that house in the corner there, the wreck of the bicycle's propped up. That is nearby indeed. If I remember rightly, the landlord is a Mr. John Garrideb. Can't hear any puns there. Right, well. We'll see her again. You make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it. You tell her that Gregson sent his very best wishes. Don't worry, Inspector, we will. Goodbye for now, then. And long live her ladyship. Well, at least he told us what we wanted to know before he left. Yes, so then shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume's lodgings? Definitely! Right, and we also have to find Sholmes. Lodgings of Mr. Soseki Natsume, according to information gleaned from Inspector Gregson. May I help you? Yes. Would this be the residence of Mr. John Garrideb? Indeed it would, sir. And who may I say is calling? My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I am... Mr. Naruhodo is representing Mr. Soseki Natsume. I believe he takes lodgings here? We would very much like to ask him some questions about our client. She keeps getting startled. One moment, please. I shall convey the message to Mr. Garadeb. Did you see that, Mrs. Sato? That was a real-life English maid. I know. As I understand it, anyone of standing in English society employs a number of household staff. But that was the first time I've ever seen one in the flesh. Oh, this day just keeps getting better. It certainly feels like we've really arrived now, doesn't it? We need only to meet a butler, and our experience would be complete. Well, I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but I understand the sentiment. Thank you for waiting. Mr. Garadeb will see you now. This way. Well, I guess I have to examine him before I can talk to him. What happened over here? I wanna know all of the... And what's with the cannon? I want to know things. I'm sure we'll have time soon enough. Good day to you. John Garadeb at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's a defense lawyer. Do excuse me not getting up. Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the Battle of Merowand, didn't you? Oh, that's Maywand. Earned a medal for my pains, but had to withdraw from service, handed over the reins to the up-and-comings. So he's a retired soldier. It's a heck of a job getting up and downstairs now, I can tell you. Don't get out much, as you can imagine. Yes, it's quite a climb up here to the second floor, isn't it? I was panting at the top of the stairs. You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo. So in Britain, the ground floor is the first floor, and then the first floor is the second floor, and then the second floor is the third floor. So we went, this is the third up from the ground. Like, it went ground 1, 2, so it's 3 up. So it's not just, you know, the second floor, it's 2 flights of stairs. Do you think so? Well, Mr. Garadeb, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal's just folderable, really. Wouldn't like to offend the general, though, so I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why don't you fetch it down, Joe? Let these good people see it properly. Joe, fetch that. Ah! Dash it all, woman, be careful! Oh, dearie me, I beg your pardon, sir. You jolly nearly took the skin off me hands. I don't know why I made him Irish all of a sudden. I shall be more careful, sir. So anyway, there you have it. Living the quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap lodging downstairs. Is that right? Yes, we would be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us. Only too pleased, naturally. Especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blightly. We forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, I'm sure you're aware. So this case is very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, is it? Even had some famous detective poking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe? Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Could have been. Didn't catch the chap's name. Not really my cup of tea, all that detective business. Oh, but you have a copy of Rand's magazine here, so... no. Anyway, the chap's investigating the foreigner's room as we speak. So he is in Soseki's room. It's a bally nuisance, is what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its cuts now. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly unsettling. Just a second. Look at the enormous screen. It must have been put there deliberately. Surely. It certainly seems like someone's trying to hide something from view. What could be behind it, I wonder? I'm going to have a very quick look. Just a little peek. Maybe that's not, Mr. Sato. See, this is what I thought was going to happen. I think the maid is going to head us off with a cup of tea. Okay, back to them. About Mr. Natsumi then, Mr. Garadeb. Please do tell us. Oh yes, the Japanese chap. Only been lodging here for a week. Oh, just 1 week? So he moved in very recently then? I have 2 lodgers most of the time. One on the ground floor and one just below us. The first floor room became available a week ago. There'd been... Ah! Dash it all, Joan, do be careful. Oh, my goodness, I'm terribly sorry, sir. If you want to know my opinion, I thought he was a shady sort from the moment I set eyes on him. Oh? Why? He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written all across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I said to myself, Joan, that man is trouble. Sooner or later, he's going to do something untoward. And I'm rarely wrong about anything. I won't be calling this maid as a witness, that's for sure. Was there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all? Yes, oh yes, indeed there was. And she's dying to tell us. Please tell us about your shady lodger. Had you noticed anything else about your lodger, Mr. Natsume? Or sorry, your lodger, Mr. Natsume? On my word, yes. The man was shadier than an orchard. That's an interesting phrase. Could you elaborate? Well, I take that man's room. Absolutely stuffed full of books it is, more than anyone could ever read. And he never so much passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He is a foreign man in a large city. You really expect him to know a lot of people. He just trots off to that old bookshop every single day and comes back at 5 to light the gas fire. And the funny little man is up long past the time everyone else in the house has gone to bed too. Oh, I see. The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed around 9 each night. But I've never known a Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning. Ah. Could you clarify something, I wonder? What, pray? How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine? Oh! I understand that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house, is that correct? That's right, yes, they're both below us. On the first floor, it's true. Then how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise times that they come back in the evening, for example? Even the times they go to bed? Arg! Good grief, Joan. Be more careful, woman. Oh my goodness, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir. Something doesn't add up here. And I feel like she keeps trying to distract him with that pour of the... Like, she keeps... Whenever she doesn't want the subject to be brought... to be continued. It seems that the incident took place around 5 in the evening. Did you happen to look out of the window around that time? The window? Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out over Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby? 5 o'clock is dinner time, the Garadib household. I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Joe? No, sir. It would have been dusk outside already at that hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road. Oh, I see. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary, then? Such as... anything at all, even if it seems unrelated. Well, yes, was there something then? Well, it's not particularly significant, but at around the sort of time here, Ah! For the love of God, Joan, watch what you're doing! Oh, dearie me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry, sir. Dismiss your maid so that we can talk. Do be more careful, woman. Of course, sir. If I may, Mr. Narrowhollow. Oh, yes? I have an exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember, nothing of any significance took place here at that hour. Nothing at all. Oh, really, Mr. Garrett? The way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been. Oh, as I was saying, it was just a trifling matter, really. Nothing of... Ah! Joan, dash it all, what's the matter with you, woman? Begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened. Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quiet, uneventful meal. Joan? That's right, Mr. Garrett. What is the matter with these two? Yep, yeah, she's definitely trying to hide something, but that's weird. It sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what? Wish I knew. Sense my button press switch. Come on now. Could you tell us which floor Mr. Natsume's room is on? Why, certainly. Just below us on the first floor. And Mr. Sholmes is investigating there, even as we speak? Yes, told me Nats's name, had asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key. Mr. Natsume has engaged in Mr. Sholmes' services? Most definitely not. That's a blatant lie. There you go. Would it be alright if we also had a look around? In Mr. Natsume's room, I mean. Don't see why not. It's just down one flight of stairs. Who knows if we'll find anything that can help us with the case, but we have to try. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on. Shall we? Yes, and while we're there, we can speak to Mr. Sholmes again. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us more. Suite on the top floor of the Garrett household, occupied by the landlord, Mr. Garrett and his wife. The window looks over Friar Road. Even when they're a little worse for wear, English rooms are so splendidly colorful. Small dark room rented by a visiting scholar from the Empire of Japan by the name of Saseki Natsume. Still haven't been here yet, and wonder what awaits us. Oh my. Oh goodness. There are so many books. I might have to side with the maid on this one. What the heck? Just look at this place. And smell it. It's so musty in here. I suppose it's the mountains of old books that are responsible for that. I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life. No, me neither. It's so dark in here, too. Is that the window over there? Well, it was the window, I think, yes, once upon a time. But for some reason, it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. So this is where Mr. Natsume lives. By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere, have you? No, that's true, but according to what Mr. Garrett told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. Is he behind a book? This pile of books? Might as well look around. Look at all those books stacked up there. They almost reach the ceiling. They're all works of English literature, and they all smell so musty. With this volume of books in hand, you'll never be short of reading material, would you? No, what a dreamy idea. A bad dream, maybe. For me, at least. Mind you, I don't imagine the book that's at the bottom of the pile now will ever be read again. So reading is an experience that comes but once in a lifetime, just as the tea ceremony teaches us. I certainly didn't expect the conversation to turn down the path of tea ceremony philosophy. There's a cat. Aw. I scared it off. Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after the books while his master is away. I don't know about that. He disappeared into that pile of books as quick as a flash. It was a tricolor Mickey, was it? Do they even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain? Perhaps Mr. Natsumi brought the little creature with him from Japan. It's made me feel homesick now. Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days. That desk seems to be wedged into a crevice between the mountains of books on either side. I suppose Mr. Natsumi would sit there and read while stroking his cat. But surrounded on all sides in these towering old tomes, surely he dreamt of books every night as well. Yes, he must have done. Mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from a second-hand bookshop. Your books. Oh, yes. Mr. Natsumi's name is on it. Look. And the date of purchase, 2 days ago at 4:45 p.m. That's the day of the incident. That's just a short while before he was embroiled in the terrible attack. He must have been on his way back from buying some old books. Receipt discovered in Mr. Natsumi's room for some books that he had purchased in the second-hand bookshop before the incident occurred. Oh, hi. Nice to see you there. Guess I had to find the receipt first. Let's see if there's anything. 2 shillings intended in receipt of the picture of Monsieur Lecoq, a meal for Gaboya, Canterbury earnings. I want to keep looking around before I talk to him. This is my client's home, anyway. Look at all these balls of paper on the floor. There are notes scrawled all over them in English. Looks like the waste paper basket is so full they've just fallen out. I think Mr. Natsume must have been deeply immersed in his research, don't you? Or deeply averse to tidying up his mess. I wouldn't like to speculate which is closer to the truth. Could you even call this a window? I think so. It was a window at one time, after all. Although all that remains is a frame around some bricks now. So really it's just a wall then, isn't it? But why would anyone deliberately brick it up like that? I'm afraid I have no idea. Ah! Perhaps Mr. Natsume painted the brick design on a fit of whimsy. That's alarmingly feasible. Anyway, whatever the reason, the lack of ventilation in here makes this place very oppressive. It does. I imagine being cooped up in a room like this would be extremely tiring. Or trying, sorry. Lucky cat. Oh look, it's a beckoning cat from home. Oh, beckoning cat, excuse me. It's a bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsume didn't bring that Maneki Nico all the way from Japan with him. I hardly think you're in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo. Are you forgetting the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage? Well, it can be dangerous traveling abroad. I wanted a lucky charm. Well, I imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same, and this cat is sure to beckon good luck to him. Tell that to the guy in the prison cell right now. It's not doing a very good job so far, is it? You mustn't say such things. I didn't say a word. Why are my eyes such a giveaway? Alright. I believe... Oh, there's one more thing. This appears to be some sort of meter on the wall here. It looks very robust. I wonder what it's for. There's a slot for inserting coins here, too. Ah, I believe that is a gas meter, Mr. Naruhodo. A gas meter. Yes, it seems that there is piped gas in this district, which consumers pay for by putting coins in the meter. So if we were to put a coin in the slot, that would be enough gas to use the lights and the gas fire for the whole night. So if you're too poor to have a coin, you may have to spend the night in the dark and freezing cold. That's right, as would a rich man who only carried crisp white notes. London is a scary place. It's the second time he said that today. Alright, let's go talk to Sholmes, shall we? Hey, old buddy, old pal. Ah! Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Aha, there he is. Where did he appear from? He seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book. I hope he won't mind if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Sholmes? Ah, you two. Good day. I have to remember his voice. Now, let me see. Where was it that we met? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, we were together on the SS Burya. Yes, of course, the Burya. And let me see. What happened on that voyage? It was Kazuma Asogi. He died, tragically. But you were a great help to us. Ah, yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Asogi. It was the one with the snake, wasn't it? Oh. Well, you seem to remember something of it, at least. What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Herlock Sholmes. I couldn't say that with a straight face. This is Mr... No, my dear madam. Hold your tongue. I pride myself in my superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. Superior powers of recollection, and yet you could not remember where you met us, and you could only remember the snake part of this ship. Miss Naruhodo! And Mr. Susato! Try it the other way around, Mr. Sholmes. I lose the first round. In truth, I'd hoped to invite you both to my Baker Street suite the day we arrived in London, but some Scotland Yarders ambushed me at the railway station and whisked me away to the crime scene. It was an entirely trivial case, of course, solved in a matter of more than 30 minutes. So they apprehended Saseki-san in that short of an amount of time? I'm afraid the pursuance of a new case has dulled my recollection of past involvements a little. A little? It is a mistake to think that one's brain attic has elastic walls and can distend at any extent. I do my best to forget useless facts, lest they should elbow out the useful ones. Yes, those are my own words of inimitable wisdom. You know, from an adventure called Study in Scarlet. Please, there's no need to quote yourself. I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but fortunately my associate pens them beautifully. He means Iris, I suppose. Mr. Sholmes, we have some extremely important questions to ask you about the trivial case you just mentioned. Goodness, what an earnest expression. My dear madam, I should only be too pleased. I should be only too pleased, and this murky room is an apt place to discuss the murky case. We know this to be the lodgings of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Saseki Natsume. I keep calling him a student. I wonder how old he is. Okay. I mean, he's not our age. Whoa, she's 16? I thought that she was more of an adult than that. My goodness. Okay, so she's more like... She is very much more like Maya is. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm an adult. Oh wow, he looks much older than his age. Anyway. It seems that you assisted in his arrest, Mr. Sholmes, for the stabbing of a young woman outside here in Briar Road. Natsume, yes, I believe that was a name rather along those lines. But Mr. Natsume denies it. Is it really justifiable to arrest him on so little? I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but I have not the slightest idea what you mean. What? I can't believe he was looking Susato-san squarely in the eye while feigning ignorance. I assure you, I'm not merely feigning ignorance. Again, reading minds here. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension. Oh? How? I assure you I have no recollection of accusing your astute compatriot of the crime. That doesn't make sense. Also, you said the same thing whenever you were accusing me of the crime. On the ship. The good detective of Scotland Yard made the following request of me, and I quote verbatim. I need you to ascertain the identity and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing from the crime scene. a man seen fleeing. There were a number of books scattered on the pavement and seen. From the book plates, I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking with the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, wouldn't you say? I believe there's a receipt around here somewhere from the establishment in question. So you don't think Mr. Natsume is the culprit, then? That I could not tell you. But it was aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books, I found myself quite lost in bibliophily. Do not be deceived into believing that I am a man of leisure. No, no, no. Oh dear. Ah, tell me. Have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garrideb. Retired military man? It was the first time I've ever met a soldier from the great British institution that is the services. And it was the first time I've ever met a maid from the great British institution that is service. I didn't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. Yes, I read as much in my Great Britain primer. And so conversely, whether or not a household employs a maid has come to betoken the social standing of those dwelling therein. Betoken their social standing? Sorry? But simply, my dear fellow, those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. In the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ enough staff to constitute a large family. Goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, for those on the precarious boundary between middle and lower classes, being able to afford just one maid is of the first importance. I had no idea. And it is for precisely that reason that I find great stimulation in the situation of slaves, specifically in the retired Army veteran, Mr. John Garrideb. Oh? Affable as he is, the fellow is hiding something. Whether or not he imposes the circumstances of this case, I am as yet unable to ascertain. I'm thoroughly lost on what he means to say. He just means to say the same thing that you were saying before. This room is thoroughly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man who is lost to dwell in a place such as this will stab somebody sooner or later. Mr. Natsume has stabbed no one. Ah, but sooner or later, as I said. I don't believe that's the issue here. About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes. Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? No window. Well, I mean, I can clearly see that there is a window of sorts. But it's been completely blocked with bricks. Ah, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. Window tax? What is that? Surely not a tax on windows. Precisely that! Oh my goodness. Until relatively recently, a tax was levied on households in this country by the number of their windows. Those of lesser means, having inherited a sizable and costly family home, perhaps rapidly closed windows up. While the rich opened windows here, there, and everywhere, in an effort to curry favor with those in power by furnishing them with large sums of tax money. How awful and unjust, forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light. Indeed, disease was rife as a result. So some 40 years ago or thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in squalid lodgings, such as these, for example. I suppose Mr. Natsume's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. It would appear so. I've done a little digging, and discovered that those lodgings were offered in an extraordinary low price. Because the room is so awful, I would think. I should think. Apparently Mr. Natsume only moved in here about 1 week ago. Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Oh? Still, that is of little Still, that is of little relevance here, a matter not worthy of further attention. Are you sure? I'm curious now. Well, I believe I've told you all I can now. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of law? You remembered that, did you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsube, was it? I'm not sure. Not sure? On what grounds? Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well then, I congratulate you, sir, on an ambition realized, and so promptly, too. The thing is, it's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients? Do I trust in their innocence? Yes, trust. Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Natsume didn't do it, did he? My dear fellow, I haven't the first idea. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. Didn't you come back to investigate? Ah, yes, that was indeed my initial intention. But there are simply too many fascinating books here. I couldn't possibly ignore them. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, there are two facts that I can state quite unequivocally. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was the Japanese occupant of this room. And there are witnesses who swear to having seen the same man commit the crime. That's all I can say. And one more thing. Oh, what is it, Mr. Sholmes? Tell us. I cannot say with any certainty whether or not it is of relevance to this case, but I am quite sure. The retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. Mr. Garrett is. Mr. Sholmes said this much before, actually, didn't he? Anyway, at present, it is really all that plays on my mind in relation to this case. Mr. Naruhodo, as yet our investigations have uncovered nothing that could help establish Mr. Natsume's innocence. No, you're right. Perhaps this time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garrett's secret. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether the landlord's secret will prove a bit of relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. A busy man indeed. He's gone back to his books in the corner of the room. I just want to see if I can still see him. Yep, there he is. Oh wait, I can talk to him too. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, so true. To be or not to be. That is indeed the question, Mr. Naruhodo. To be or not to be brushed off, that is the question. And the answer is all too clear. Let's leave Mr. Sholmes in peace, shall we? Yeah. Let's see what we can get of the Garrett's room. New pair again. Tell me, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there? Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Ah, yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Now then, why don't you tell me what— For the umpteenth time, woman, would you watch what you're bolly well doing? I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir. Yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind. Oh, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of your luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrett is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. Are you telling me to examine? Oh, look! What a wonderful collection of cakes lined up on that gleaming silver cake stand. Lined up looks more like someone has half demolished them to me. Afternoon tea is a time of indulgence, you know. It's quite the English way. It's Mr. Garrett's custom to take 2 cakes with his tea. That sounds delightful. Oh, wait a minute, though. There are at least 10 cakes in this cake stand. Well, naturally, and it would never do to waste the leftovers. So whatever Mr. Garrett doesn't eat, I say to myself, Joan, we shall have to tidy up. How magnanimous of you. Ah! Sholmes, what are you doing? What's he doing over there? Mr. Sholmes? Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. Gracious, when did you sneak in here? Herlock Sholmes, at your service. Whatever were you doing over by the window? I'm given to watching the evening skies, the sunset smell. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well, keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Norwood. Me? I thought perhaps you must be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Oh, yes, deduction time. Wait, he's not talking about... Is he... I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? There's a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. That's just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Mr. Garrett, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first-rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are 2 conclusions of which I have been able to draw with a careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon. The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. Eh? And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broken out into a cold sweat. That was Ryunosuke's thoughts, sorry. The old man's broken out into a cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. From this dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. The great deduction, the game is afoot. Nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see. But a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these 4 walls. Thus we are faced with the question, what form might the beast take? For a man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads directly to the answer. There's probably a picture or something up there. The The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear imposing at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen stripped from India. Shipped from India. You tried to keep at this very house. Just out of curiosity. Okay. See how there's like an autoplay thing? I was wondering if there was something. What? Wait, did you see that on his... There's something on his face. Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are so very much in evidence. Well... Yet as we look around, the beast's question fails to present itself. What could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Me? Pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is. Your dress pocket gives handsome clues to the beast's current whereabouts. Protruding from its handbill, it's a handbill advertising a circus show. Aha. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrett. At Batty's Circus. A traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I've observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, so to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast with which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. A simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Now, Mr. Garrett. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress of this loss has caused you... Well, indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense, man, I simply... But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain. Oh, they're both looking now. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, this pile of bills that have given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. Ah. Cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. Very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, dearie me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. Ah! There's no creature more dangerous than this earthly beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. What effort do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of its final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There's only one logical conclusion. Worked in a friendly by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of the lion I once saw in India. Carpet gnawed on by the starving lion. The great deductions of Mr. Herlock Sholmes, everybody. That concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. My guy, you are... Arg! What's the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrett. I'm afraid I didn't notice. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. Stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times, too. Oh. Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it? Again. Well, your deductions just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it's the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense as well? But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrett and his maid would have been hurt or worse. Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using a large cannon. I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are the one thing. But I don't believe I've ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Mr. Sato, it occurs to me with some regularity. That's irrespective of your race and breeding. Whenever anyone lands in Great British soil, they're infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Oh, what a glorious notion. Completely untrue, but lovely. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. A slight massage. That's all Mr. Sholmes' deductions need. You can do it. Excellent! I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. Yeah, see, you're all about the truth. At least that's what I want to believe. Get your, hope back into the British legal system. Let's start again from the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Alright. Fearsome Beast is rampaged. With form. Alright, he's looking at the mantle. Let's see what he's actually looking at, because it's not the lion. I really didn't see the lion thing coming. No, but if you observe Mr. Garrett's reaction, it rather seems as though the beast did indeed run amok in this room. He has something with a very fierce nature. It couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? We must follow Mr. Garrett's gaze. That'll lead us to the true answer. There is a mortar shell. Did the mortar shell go through the... Oh, here's a photograph. What else can I click on? Okay, let's click on the photograph. What's this photograph? It appears to be from Mr. Garrett's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he? He does, but you can't make out his bride. No, how unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply there.
Take that!
The true nature of the beast that's run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this framed print pictures your wife, Mr. Garrett. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. Oh, Indeed. Surely a woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast, which so clearly savaged this room, was your wife, Mr. Garrett. The chilling traces of wild rampage are still very much in evidence, and it looks like he has a handprint on his face. So I wonder if his wife had something to do with that as well. Poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There's no sign of Mrs. Garrett anywhere. But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Garrett's wife could be. Certainly does appear to be a circus handbill pointing out from the pocket. Batty's Circus, currently performing shows in a park not too far from here. You don't think. Surely Mr. Garrett didn't sell his wife to the circus. Mr. Naruhodo, how could you even think such a thing? I was only joking. Besides, I would have gone with, do you think he fed her to his pet lion? That's somehow worse. Wait a second, what's that? She's wearing a very large ring, look. Oh yes, a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. It's on the ring finger of her left hand, which means it surely is a wedding ring. Looks like it's on there for life, too. Can't imagine it would slide off a finger of that size. That's something to think, Mr. Naruhodo, not to say. Do you know Mr. Garrett's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? It was a large sunflower design as well. Really? I have great memory for these things. Large sunflower wedding ring. Quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it? Yes, quite. Also, what does his ring look like? Oh, it is, okay. It's the sun and moon. Like his look whenever he's facing the other way looks like a crescent moon.
Take that!
Anyway. Her wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Ah! Indeed it does. The flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown in the hand of Mr. Garrett's bride in the photographic print. In other words, you're no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrett's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrett herself. Oh, word! Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmised, this isn't the wife, yes. My joke. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a bally... Oh, gosh. I'm okay with her interrupting that one. It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, and you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, that you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. A second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though, in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are folly. You mean Mr. Garrett as his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrett? Only in company, obviously, but listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please. The raging wife of Mr. Garrideb. Deep feelings for the formidable beast. Yeah, he's holding his cheek where the hand mark was that I saw. Mr. Sholmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrideb's wife a beast. Yes, as a woman that feels rather uncomfortable. But Mr. Garrideb is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true! So perhaps the supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then? According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrideb's pain is tangible, though. What could that pose of his really signify?
Take that!
Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. It's quite a slap, too. My goodness. And, of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on her cheek that refuses to fade. Was you, Madame Joan Garrideb? Well, yes. You've been desperate to hide that slap mark on your cheek, sir. How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side with you. Well. Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrideb to fly into a rage. And we need only follow this direction of your gaze to find the answer. That's where he says it's the pile of bills. Didn't Mr. Sholmes say that the bills were all for lion fodder? Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garrideb's wife. Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing. Yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question. Maybe something that's he's reading in the book? Oh, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look. Mr. Garrideb is clearly an avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh, no, so it isn't. It's a note written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look next to the signature here. Lip marks. Oh, lip marks made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas, Usato-san. Oh dear, I'm sorry. So this bookmark is actually a love note then. That might be cause for slapping across the face.
Take that!
Yes, it is the love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Oh no! Her face. Perhaps the sender of this note is certain Miss Mary is the fly in the ointment here? Oh. But I don't know the bully woman. You don't know her? That note wasn't written to me. It was just in a book. I don't know how it got there. It was just in there, you say? That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah! A likely story. Now listen here, Joe, you old thing. I explained at the time. I bought the book at the second-hand place, and that note must have already been in there. So the previous owner of the book was using the note as bookmark, you mean? That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah! A likely story. For heaven's sake, woman, look at the note. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, is John. Ah! A likely story. Are you questioning my name now? Ouch! It's the third time she slapped him. And there we have it. Arouse the suspicions of female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet. Super expensive. Could have caused such a destructive outburst. But surely Mr. Gardup didn't eat the carpet. Mrs. Gardup didn't eat the carpet. No, of course not. There doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in the result of her wild temper. No, that's true. So this is the last part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction that we need to fix. We need only follow Mrs. Garrudup's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer. Alright, let's see what she can see. Yes! That's the carpet. I think, like, you see this candle here, right? I think it was burned, not chewed. Carpet has been ripped to shreds. And according to Mr. Sholmes' deduction, the tears match those made by an Indian lion's teeth exactly. Look here. If you look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks. Okay, there we go. So you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all. Okay. So the candle must have come from the candlestick. Excuse me. This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. It looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over. Oh dear, that would be dangerous. Take a closer look at this. It has been knocked over. This one candle is missing. I didn't notice that before. Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle missing?
Take that!
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. It's illuminating, my dear fellow. And of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of the ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Mrs. Garridub's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused a candle to fall from the hole. and in seconds the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room in flames. Yes, for the most ferocious beast in the world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared her claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear friend. So you see, there is but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Mr. Sholmes, sir, I salute you! Oh dear. It's a small fire, though. Deduction complete. Elementary. It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my novels there. And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material. For which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonished. Demolished might be rather closer to the mark. And beast would most certainly have to script. Ah! Here we go again. And the carpet, was that destroyed by a fire when the candle fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bully thing. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames. I painted horrid pictures, sir. Well, that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bully furniture started going up as well. I've had to hide the mess behind the screen for the time being. Over there, Mr. Garrett? Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Oh my. What a mess. Had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Gosh. Then the wife started hurling things at me. What a terrible sight it must have been. There was I, backed against the window under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books incoming, 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. There was a lion involved. Under heavy enemy. Okay. I was like, there was something that was in red back there. The Lion's Pride. Ah, yes. A notorious love for big cats coming through again. I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast's rampage. Mr. Sholmes' deductions turned out to be correct once again. It can only be described as a great British wonder. I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere, and the old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what time of day was that? Oh, out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. It's 2 days ago now. Let's see, around 5 o'clock, I think. So at exactly the same time, as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window in the street below. Even more terrifying than the inside, I can assure you. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment, and I wouldn't have had noticed a dashed thing. Oh, really? He was under enemy fire, after all. Mr. Sholmes. Yes, Mr. Naruto. What can I do for you? Well, I think we've got to the bottom of Mr. Gyarados' situation now. But what does that have to do with Mr. Natsumi's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow. If you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man was hiding something, I could not be sure whether its secret would prove to be relevant or not. I just knew you were going to say that. Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind, all things fall into one of two categories. Those relevant to the case, and those not. It makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Oh no, is it that time already? If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to. So that's it. No more time to think. Perhaps you'd like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now? I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrett. Oh, yes. So sorry. Thank you both very much for your time. Soseki-san will be waiting for us. And I'm going to have to give him an answer. That is not what I chose to go to. It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison. Yes, I know. Let's hail a carrot. Oh. What's the matter? It looks like something's going on over there in front of the Garrett house. I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Who you calling old man, you rum-looking nimini? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Who's this Horatio fellow, eh? What are you on about? Excuse me? Yeah, what the? Who are you now? I'm sorry, it just looks as though there might be some problem here. And my associate here, Mr. Runosuke Naruhodo, is a lawyer, you see. Lawyer? What? If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I've studied English law. Fine, I'll be on my way for today. If you mark my words. It ain't over yet. Get thee to a nunnery. Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you? Shakespeare over here. I do hope you're not injured. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle, thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here, in the Garrett residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Mr. Garrett mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy polemist in my battle of words ne'er could there be. Sorry? Battle, did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. Oh, they're friends. I see. I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least. Yeah, maybe friends with strong. So, fair maiden, so good gentleman. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Bye. I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. Yep, probably. It seems he's unaware of what happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. Soseki-san and the man as lodgers, the Garrett house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go find the carriage. Yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsumi is eagerly awaiting our return. Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. Oh, good. Hello, friend. Oh, it's you! You're here! You came! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo, Esquire! I can't believe you came back! I'm so touched! We're so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume. Oh, no, think nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots. Noble, nurturing, never-failing Nipponese! Oh, now let's not get carried away. Oh, I quite agree. Is this who I think it is? There's nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. I think it's who I think it is. On the other hand... Oh, no, it's Sherlock. I mean Herlock, sorry. It's through friendship transcending international borders that truly appreciates the fact. Such is my belief, at least. It's you! The miserable, rotten spy! Herlock Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Save observing, of course. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric bear, I decided I should drop in on my way home, see how our divested friends fare. Gloomful room? At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is the superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight, and cost me not a penny. Ah, you! How dare you! How dare you, Herlock Sholmes! Ugh. I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by the spirits in those cursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is... I didn't know that that's how... that you could use... Oh, I guess... Well, no, wait. Beloved, I guess, would be a way to... Like, instead of loved, beloved. I didn't know you could be... Anyway. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? He mentioned that once before, didn't he? That his lodgings were cursed, I mean. And there's much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say. For the man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? Talking about the Reaper of the Bailey again? Mr. Natsume, what did you mean by what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. It's really agitated him. You don't mean the trial really is cursed somehow? Are you referring to the prosecutor, the Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please tell me! Summarize this succinctly in 16 salient words. 16 words? Okay. I'm counting the words, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, okay. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution, ever. Oh my goodness, can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly! Yesterday, Mr. Naruhodo successfully defended someone against the Reaper, but then after the trial was over... The the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances. Mr. McGill did. What? I'm impressed, Mr. Sato. You have an eye for detail. Actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us. Mr. Sholmes, surely it can't be that. Having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Zieks killed the man himself. Oh no, he couldn't have, surely. You have some wonderful notions. Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer. He's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow. Yes. Why, of course he is. Of course he is. Then why are you trying to scare me? It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. What on earth do you mean by that? Van Zieks is quite exceptional man. However, in London courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. That's good. Soseki-san looks like he's going to cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in British criminal trial there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It's an excellent system, whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Right. Criminals, and corrupt lawyers for that matter, use it to their advantage. By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling impostors as witnesses, and so on. By such underhand means, those who want to are able to sway the jury. Which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail. But it means the wrong verdict can be passed. And sadly it is from time to time, my dear madam. It's simply the reality of the situation. And that's all right. However, those indicated by Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice. Or sorry, those indicted by Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed. Oh my. Though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, adjudication, I keep reading abjudication for that. Adjudication, within months they all disappear. It is most striking. Disappear? But how? Oh, by manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall into the Thames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever. Perhaps attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Naruhodo. I knew it. I'm a dead dodo, done for, doomed! When you said accursed lodgings before, you were referring to your room at Mr. Garridub's house, I assume? Do you mean to say you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain, but I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were some foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. I started to become nervous about going outside. And they were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. Super paranoid. So I shut myself away in my room, but even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away. You must have been very lonely having been away from your own land for such a long time. I've had to move a number of times, most recently to the room in Briar Road, a week ago now. Yes, why did you choose that? It seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. I've so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, "The room is cursed." Oops. He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late, so I told him, "If you have something to say, then say it." But if not, don't mention it to me in the first place. Yes, well said. But it was true. It was all true. You mean the room really is cursed, then? Ever since I moved into that window with this place, my sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I wake feeling as though I'm being choked to death. In my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown into prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe me? Really, no one at all. To believe. Yes, to believe. Mr. Sholmes. Ah, me, Mr. Naruto. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Burya, if you recall. The Burya. Ah, that case. The one with the snake. Sure, dude. Well, yes. At the time, I was the suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. And you helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is why. Why did you believe me? I see, yes. You mean... because you were a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room? Well, if you like, yes. I'm a little surprised the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me. What? You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in. What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. Circumstances can hang for as far as I'm concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment, nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse, in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not should trust in another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right! He's right! Welcome, student Mr. Naruto, Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And it comes down to how much faith he has in himself. You were so right, Kazuma. Well, my dear fellows, it's time we were leaving, I believe. Already? Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There is a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me? Oh dear, there's never enough time, is there? Mr. Natsume? If you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto, Esquire. As I said, I only experienced British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in. The defendant, justice, or the truth. How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else. Trust my instincts. Yes, Mr. Naruto. And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court. Welcome, students, Mr. Naruto, Esquire. I will fight for your innocence until the bitter end, with every weapon available to me. So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow. As I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruto, that your mind was, in many ways, made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Mr. Sato? Yes? Would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant. The shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind, but it's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now, too. So it's time. Time that I learned to believe in myself. Soseki-san has no one. He's all alone. So it's my job to help him, to fight his quarter. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster. Well, let's do it then. We shall head into trial next time. I'll talk to you guys then.